following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
Like, even if you do talk about women's issues more than anybody else, man, that bar is so fucking low.
Especially now.
I mean, that's like saying I dunked on a midget, like, or a little person. Like, yo, I still dunked on them, but I mean, should I really be getting credit for that?
I dunked on a midget.
I'm just saying, should I really be like, I posterized that 3-foot motherfucker?
Show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, MoeB, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it is your boy, Ruben, in the house. And of course, as always, I am fat and black, and I'm here to let you know that everybody should have a great day. How y'all doing today? What's going on, AG? What's in the house, my brother?
What's up, fat and happy?
Hey, man. Hey, look, bro. I mean,
I'm
fat, black, and happy.
This is me, just like I'm gonna roll with the fat and happy. I'm just gonna roll with it. It would irritate the crap out of me because I'm like, this is what we're doing. But you know what? I'm a rock with you.
You don't want me to be sad, fat, and you want me to be fat and black, fat and sad.
Whatever you say. That's what I'm doing today, buddy. That's what I'm doing today.
Well, first of all, I'm glad to see you on today. I mean, you sent us the emergency.
Bro, I was throwing the bat signal, man. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, you didn't have any issues?
Nah.
Yeah, man, it was all day. We were out of internet from like I want to say like 10:30 till like about half an hour ago. It was bad. I was like, I didn't know, because like I said, it got to the point where like I didn't find out we had internet until 20 minutes ago.
Dang.
So it was tight because I was getting ready to make a sandwich because I didn't think I was gonna be on today.
Somebody cut the line or some shit.
Whatever.
I mean, they give you like a $5 like. I'm sorry.
They're not trying to get nobody nothing. Come on, man. Only thing they're trying to give me is a hard time and a higher bill. Come on, man.
So I assume you called them and they was like, "Yeah, you out."
No, actually, we went online to see if there was an outage, and first it said you're okay. Actually, I logged into the account and it said you're okay, and then that's when Lauren got the text that we were not okay, in fact. So, so we're just kind of sitting around hanging out all day, and
because if I'm correct, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, y'all have pretty much just like the internet is everything in your house.
Yeah, if we don't have internet, we don't watch TV. It's that simple. We don't watch TV. So,
hey, man.
Read a book, look at each other. It's easy for me because she's kind of hot, but I'm just saying. It was a different day. It was really quiet.
So did you do both? Read a book and look at her?
I didn't read a book. I was online. But I did look at her.
On your phone?
It was kind of hot. Huh?
On your phone?
Well, I got little things on my phone. Yes. She sent me this picture with some booty shorts on. Dude, awesome.
Your wife?
Yes.
She was right there.
Doesn't matter. It's still like cool to look at.
First of all, nigga, did you just say your wife? Are you trying to get this man set up on damn podcast? What, you gonna say somebody else did?
I ain't want to say nothing, but you're not a wingman, sir. For sure.
Come on, man.
My bad.
Oh man, what's up?
That was awful, man. Not much, man. That's awful, man. You trying to get people set up on the damn podcast? The internet is forever, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, she would have had time. He would have had time to come with an excuse or just be like,
First of all, why put somebody in that situation, man?
It wasn't on purpose, man. It was an accident.
Yeah, accidents. You know what happens with accidents, sir?
What happens?
Yeah, a whole bunch of bad things happen anyway. That's what happens.
I mean, you know.
It's all good. She already knows where I'm at all times, so it's all good.
I mean, hey, that's what I'm talking about, man.
But wifey porn is awesome, though. I'm just letting you know, man. When you get married, that stuff's kind of cool.
I mean, okay.
What? What do you mean, okay?
I mean,
it's the best porn ever. It's legal.
I don't have a feeling because I'm not married.
Okay.
And I've never had a girlfriend that did such things.
Okay. Sorry. My bad. We're gonna move on.
Don't get it twisted. Not that I didn't want it. It's just clearly,
man. I'm rolling with you today, man. Whatever.
What's going on, MoeB?
I mean, you know, just up here trying to save AG's relationship that you trying to ruin.
Nobody trying to ruin shit, man. Jesus.
Hey, man, is that a Stanley you got?
I don't know. I stole it from my wife, so.
So he's stealing from hospitals and he's stealing from wives.
As long as it's his wife, I guess it matters.
That's right. So, is it stealing?
Once again, Ruben, that's another type of statement. Bro, man, like.
I'm just going to sit here and be fat, black, and happy. How about that?
You're not. Stop it. You're melodramatic, man. You'll be okay.
Oh, I'm not worried. I mean, you know.
I mean, he said it ain't my relationship I'm fucking up.
Hey. I mean, he's not wrong, but I'm not fucking being right in a relationship. That's not what I do.
You can take that attitude if you want to, but you know you have to show up to these family gatherings and there'll be words.
I mean, that's fine. And they're gonna be like, "Where yours at, Ruben?" Or Lamont?
That's happening anyway, so never mind.
Yeah. So, hey man,
I got myself out of that almost 10 years ago, so I'm good.
Yeah. And you know, you got yourself out of the whole baby talk too. So like,
absolutely,
you did a 2 for 1.
Absolutely, man. I know. There's always a plan. It's always a plan.
Oh shit! I'm glad everybody's got a plan. Maybe one day I'll get a plan.
Hey, look at the bright side, bro. You're a homeowner. How about that?
I mean, sure. I'll take second place.
I remember that day you told everybody they need to buy a house. Get over it.
Oh my God.
I was out at it and put it on the best of one day.
I mean, you know.
That was like, ouch. Okay, all right, plan.
It was not meant to come off like that.
It kind of was.
It was not.
You said the words that make me understand that it actually was.
But it wasn't meant like that. Once again, I'm not gonna lie. I have the ability to speak without thinking, and sometimes.
But you did it like almost 3 times that one episode, and plus your what's on your mind was exactly that, sir.
I mean, look, man, I was happy. I was happy. I was flooded with emotion, and you know,
so my bad if I crossed the line. How crappy their lives are without a home.
I didn't say that.
He kind of did.
I didn't. No. I didn't say that.
Freaking losers. Here's your sign.
I did not say all that.
Oh, you did.
You're completely taken out of context.
No, actually, I'm not. But you didn't say those words.
I did not say those words. Not at all. However, Byron Donald's now.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
Buddy. You know.
Hey, we had a lot better back then, bro. You know, every time I go vote, I want to see if I can guess how many bubblegum things are in the jar so I can vote.
Bro.
I want to take a test every time I go vote.
You realize that shit's gonna end up on a South Park episode.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
I don't even watch South Park and I know that.
Yeah. So, first of all, what's going on, Black Letitia Adams? And yeah, she gives a shout out to all the dark skinned folks and those who identify as dark skinned.
We appreciate that.
And to you yellow beige people.
Wow.
I get the what's up. Y'all motherfuckers get the the royal carpet treatment.
I mean, but you know how light-skinned people are.
Nah, how are we?
Well, I'll let MoeB tell you because he's dark skinned. He can tell you.
No, man. I only talk about matters that have to do with my people. So,
wow.
Yeah,
Well, you ain't even worth his time, light-skinned person.
No, Ruben gonna have to. Ruben's the light-skinned expert on the panel.
You got that beige race right now? Because
I try to stick to what I know.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you know what, Ruben, I was thinking about this the other day. Being that you don't really share a lot on the show, this is your part that we.
What are you talking about? I share.
No, you don't.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
You really don't.
You don't.
I really do.
You share a lot of surface stuff.
You don't share. You let us get real deep. Like MoeB got really deep about mental health last week. You would never say something like that. Not ever. Not unless it was someone else and you're replaying it to us in the audience. But you, nah, bro. You have all the podcasts. Go to Spotify and see if you can find something.
I'm trying to remember what you said about mental health.
It was last week.
It's not important. It's not important.
Bro.
Well, actually it is. And I commend you for saying it. I mean, you put that on wax. And I was like, that's what's up.
I mean, but MoeB is a psychologist, almost. So, like, yeah. That's his specialty. Me.
What's your specialty, Ruben?
I'm just a light-skinned, fat, black dude who got a podcast.
Well, that's what we were trying to say, but we don't want to say it like that.
I mean, that's what it is, man. We keep real up, bitch. Like, it's okay. I understand.
Do you really?
Yeah, I understand that because I don't have enough melanin like y'all do. I am clearly the minority in this piece.
That's right.
And that's okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, it was my understanding that light-skinned people generally get all emotional and in depth, and you don't. Like, you don't be out here draking on these podcasts. Like,
hell no, for what?
I mean, I thought it was in your DNA.
Look, man, no, I don't be doing all that shit. I be talking about shit, but I don't be draking.
Before we get too far away from Drake, that you reminded me of something I wanted to ask y'all, or actually Lauren wanted me to ask y'all. Drake's cover, I don't know if it was a cover or not, but Drake's use of basically the whole song from the Plain White Tees, what is it?
I don't know what
Hey There, Delilah?
Yeah. Okay.
He covered that?
He didn't cover it. Actually, he might have covered it, but he did it in a Jamaican accent. So I gotta ask y'all, after everything we talked about a few weeks ago about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, how do y'all feel about that?
I'm not black enough to answer that question.
Because the band was not happy with it. I mean, apparently he asked for permission. They let him use it, I guess. But it was like...
I mean, why did he have to use an accent?
I mean, that was my thought. But I don't know a lot, so I'm asking y'all. I mean, for real.
I don't think I've even heard what you're talking about, probably on purpose.
Okay. Wait a minute, on purpose?
I mean, I don't go looking for Drake material. I just don't, man. Like, I just... And he did that to a song that has an emotional place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of the first songs my daughter actually sang. Like, when she was like 3 and 4. Like, that was her jam. So like I don't want to hear anything Draking on that track. Like that's nah, man. Those dudes made a nice, heartfelt, simplistic song. Don't
talk about a girl.
It's just a nice song, and then you gonna try to go do accents on it. Like, I mean, Drake, it's just Drake doing Drake shit. I ain't mad at him. I'm just not gonna listen to it.
Understood.
Well, Black Witch Adams said that shit was trash.
That sums it up.
I mean, I kind of feel like that about most of Drake's music, but I also realize he don't make music for me. And, you know, as I've become older, I've started to realize that for me to just say music sucks is kind of disrespectful to the art. I can just say, hey, man, the music ain't for me. You obviously didn't make that track for me.
I get that. Truth. I get that. Because somebody likes it, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, look, Drake ain't made all this money on accident.
Lord,
there's a whole bunch of like, or as that one girl said, like, hey, she's like, I love Drake, and I'm like, okay, and she was like, but he's making his music for me, so I get why you don't like him, and I'm like, damn, you are a very self-aware young lady. Because you're right. I get it. He made the music for you, so it's cool for you. Like, 'cause I ain't never dissed a girl for listening to Drake. In fact, I kind of expect it. You know, it's like, you know, what is music that women want to hear? Well, if you're of basically any complexion, it's basically, hey, throw on that Drake, throw on that Beyonce. I mean, both of those divas make great music. So for those ladies, like, they love it. They love that shit.
Are you always low-key disrespecting people, man?
What?
You heard me.
I'm just saying, look, Drake has made his music and his dollar off of that.
He was like, both them divas.
Yeah, I mean, both those divas do. Like, look, there's a whole bunch of rappers that have started to pander to the opposite sex throughout their career, but most of them had a foundation of respect before they did it. As much as I hated when Ja Rule started his old singing thing, I mean, that dude did make It's Murder, and he was doing all that other stuff. So it's like, all right, you just realized that, like, ladies was gonna pay you more, so you started singing. Respect. LL Cool J LL Cool J was Hall of Fame. He's like the Barry Bonds of hip hop. He was Hall of Fame before. He was Hall of Fame before he started using that steroids of just, you know, panty dropping music. Like, you know, pink cookies in a plastic bag, man. Like, he was already doing that shit. So we didn't give him as much of a hard time when he was all on his Hey Love and all that. We was like, hey, that's LL, that's cool. But Drake,
you know, he came out with, you know, radio and radio and all that.
Once again, he had a foundation.
Well, in LL's defense, he did lead with "I Need Love." He did.
That wasn't lead. That wasn't his first record.
That wasn't on the same record as like Radio and all that.
No, it was on the same record, but that was not his first.
Yeah, it wasn't his first. It was like his third single. But once I'm saying, he'd already dropped 2 like songs. We were just like, hey, that's LL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he came out with the hard shit before he came out with I Need Love, and then after that, he came back around 2 albums later and hit you with that Mama Said Knock You Out. Then everybody forget I Need, you know, whatever that's I Need Love shit, because they were knocking bitches out. So, like, you know.
And you gotta also remember, like, he said I Need Love, but he also made that Around the Way Girl stuff where the dudes was like, hey, this for the ladies, but we like, hey, we kind of feel this though.
We can kind of pump this shit.
Yeah. But it's a great song.
Once again, but that's what we saying. Like, Drake came in on the foundation of Lil Wayne co-signed for him, and he had some really hot mixtape buzz. And he did drop some like really, really good tracks earlier, like just really good tracks. But he quickly shifted to, yeah, I'm just gonna make depressing, troubling music. I mean, he was like, he was making like R&B Mary J. Blige male version songs, and that shit was just weird, man.
Yeah, I agree.
So what you fuck that guy, man?
Yeah, like I said, man, I heard it today, and I had to remember it so I could ask y'all about it. But
I'm glad you told us about it, so I can know not to try to listen to it.
Hey, I'm hoping I still never hear it.
Well,
so, you know.
Yeah, because the thing that's going to draw you in, if you don't know what you're hearing, is the Hey Delilah part, because it's strong. It's like because I told Lauren today, I was like, he went Bad Boys on that. He just took the song and put his vocals over it. So don't be fooled.
See, clearly, like, they approved it before they listened to it.
Well, they did say that they're enjoying the royalty check. They don't like it.
I mean, yeah, but
hey, man, I say it up here all the time, man. All money ain't good money.
Damn straight.
True.
That's why Rolling Stones, nah, motherfucker, we need to hear what you putting out before we give you credit. Or it ain't gonna take everything.
It ain't just Rolling Stones.
No,
I mean, Stevie Wonder did that too. Yeah. Like when Coolio made the Gangsta Paradise joint, Stevie Wonder was like, "Hey, I got some rules. I got to hear it first, and you can't cuss in it." A lot of people didn't realize he was not allowed to cuss in that song. Stevie was like, "Nah."
There's a whole lot of people, more so your older cats, who are really about that. And, you know, yeah, that's the way it should be. Because then when you don't, you get shit like Drake doing Hey There Delilah. Like, first of all, I don't even know how that shit came together. And plain white tees.
I mean, here.
I know they need some money.
Did he just do that? Is that recent?
I'm not really sure. I just know it's out there.
Yeah, it just came out.
Because it kind of makes sense to me because, I mean, he can't make no more black artist music after Kendrick Lamar basically called him a culture vulture and a colonizer. So I guess he was just like, well, I guess I got to see if the white people still fuck with me.
Which is crazy, right? Because
but then you said he did it in a Jamaican accent, so it's like, bro,
did.
what are you trying to do, man?
No idea.
Like,
I mean, and here's the thing, right? Hey There Delilah is a really good track, and it's almost low key. Like, black people respect that shit.
Well, once again, it's just a good song. Plain song, man.
Fuck that shit up. Thanks, man.
Once again, you can't say he fucked it up because you ain't heard it. You just saying that because it's Drake. And that's okay. I mean, I get you have it. Look, once again, I'm going to reserve my right to just say I don't want to hear it because I don't want to hear anybody else perform that song, especially not Drake. Especially not in a Jamaican accent. Like, Drake is like using the Shaggy defense on life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Drake. I feel like Drake just does everything, and then if it goes wrong, it's like it wasn't me. Like,
wow, Black Morticia Adams, like that accent was ass.
Bruh,
she does not like that song.
There's nothing Jamaican about Drake. Nothing.
Not a thing. But that's what he was trying to do. It's just, like I said, man, it's just.
I swear to God, if he comes out with a video and he's got dreads, I'm out.
Hey, well, if they gave Shamar more braids, then guess what, sir?
Bruh.
I'm sorry. It was a trigger.
At least he got paid for that shit.
I mean,
well,
Drake trust me,
Drake got to pay for it. But Drake got to pay for it first.
I mean,
then he'll get paid on the back end.
Hey, man, just production costs, sir. I'm just letting you know. Don't never say never.
Drake ain't never had hair longer than 2 inches.
Hey, man,
on
it doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? Drake got braids right now.
What?
Does he? Okay, I haven't seen him lately, so I don't know.
Braids right now.
Yeah, you know more than me, because I don't be looking for that motherfucker. The greatest thing that ever happened was Toronto didn't make the playoffs.
Well, I mean,
that means we not to see his punk ass in the playoffs, because Lord knows he was at every fucking Toronto game talking mad shit on the fuck that guy.
It was his team, hometown team. Come on now, can't blame him for that.
Yeah. Half white dude singing Jamaican. That's what we're talking about.
Now you can say something about that part for sure.
What is he, Snow? I mean, what the fuck?
I don't know.
At least that was the only thing Snow did was Jamaican.
No, that's the only thing you knew he did.
Well, there's a reason for that too.
That's the only thing you knew he did. Like,
one hit wonder, my friend.
Like, no. What if I told you that was Snow's third album? And he made 6 other albums afterwards.
Are you serious? I
don't know. I'm just saying, but what if I told you
that? For real? He is classified as a one-hit wonder, sir.
Okay.
I don't give a damn how many albums he made. There was only one that remotely hit, and there was that whack-ass Informer track.
Actually, for a long time, until I started really paying attention, I thought he was talking about being a farmer. I was like...
And
close enough.
I gotta go blam.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing Vanilla Ice joke about it on In Living Color, and that's all I remember about that song.
And the fact that Vanilla Ice joked on it already let you down.
Well, first of all, in Living Color, he joked on every white artist. He imitated every white artist.
Oh yeah, because I just saw the clip today when he did Vanilla Ice when he he threw that shoe off on accident and then he rapped about it. That was hilarious.
Jesus,
hilarious.
In Living Color. Oh well. So
you're gonna stop talking about the look. We have done enough Canadian slander on this show. You started off dissing Drake, and then you went straight to Snow. You just went all over the Canadian insults. Like they're not gonna let you in Canada, dog.
Canadian.
I don't plan on going.
They're not gonna let you in Canada.
I mean, shit.
That's right. You were trying to go this year, weren't you?
Yeah, I changed my mind. I got other shit I want to do. You know, I'm gonna make it to Canada. And I'll find Curtis Blow.
Why would you find Curtis Blow in Canada?
Nah, man. CB4. When he was going to Africa. Come on, bro. Jeez.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I'm an old guy.
Back to this.
Holy crap. I never knew what Snow's album was called.
Informer.
No, he had an album came out called... No. His album was called 12 Inches of Snow.
Yeah, exactly what it was.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
12 inches of snow.
Hey,
Oh,
that,
man.
ladies and gentlemen, however you want it. One hit wonder. That's what
Canadian
it was.
Grand Prix today. Pretty boring. Keep up the slander. Don't tell me who won.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't watch it.
No, I couldn't watch a thing. I don't even know if I got it recorded because, I don't even know.
Actually, it was on ABC.
That doesn't mean my DirecTV to record it. I'll find out tomorrow.
So, back to this
Byron Donald.
wannabe black person.
Why he gotta be wannabe, man?
I mean, you tell me, man.
Well, just because he has differing opinions than most black people doesn't mean he's not black.
You're right.
Yeah, don't be up here doing no Dr. Umar Johnson like you the authority on all things black.
Because I think he is, isn't he? Isn't he authority on all things black?
Yeah, that's what he says.
He speaks with confidence.
But his brother married a white woman. Ta-da!
Oh, he never said that. Or did he say that? Out of anger?
It just happened.
Oh, okay.
Kind of fucks his world up. So that's
I mean, how does it fuck his world? That's not him. That's what his brother did.
Well, that gives him more fodder to talk about. I mean, it might be awkward at Kwanzaa, but I'm just saying.
I mean, he just basically, he's already stated that, he has no respect for any black man who marries a white woman because you can't be down for the cause, because you can't truly say you love your people and you're not married to a black woman.
There it is.
Yeah. He doesn't like the snow bunnies.
He says there's an epidemic. The snow bunnies are an epidemic.
I must be sick. That's why I woke up with a fever this morning. Somebody give me a doctor.
I just want to know why he's up here trying to tell everybody what black is. I mean, he really just need to give back that almost $1 million he's raised for this invisible school that ain't never gonna fucking happen. Like, he just be up here deflecting. Like, nigga, you've raised almost $1 million for a school that ain't never happening.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
It's never gonna open.
If he's raised $1 million, something he can afford to make something happen.
There's no construction, nothing. But he's raised over he's almost raised $1 million for that school.
You can buy.
I know. At one point in time, he publicly said they had raised like $700,000.
I mean, you could at least buy some land with that kind of money.
Or you could just rent it out a fucking place. I mean, something.
All these dead schools out here, you couldn't do anything with those?
Yeah, I mean, but hey, man.
His excuse is it needs to be all black, so he can't. The land has to be owned by black people. Basically, he
needs to go to Africa and do that shit.
He could be the black person that owns the land.
He's a hustler, man.
Yeah.
I don't mind Dr. Umar Johnson because does he say things that sometimes I kind of agree with? Sure, but a broke clock's right twice a day. So, I mean, if you say enough shit, you're going to say something that makes sense. But for the most part, he just a hustler.
I need to see him and Candace Owens in the room. That shit would be awesome. It'd be more awesome.
I'd be more awesome if she's pregnant. Then she can say all kind of things.
Well, she was pregnant.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She was classic. I ain't got time for this. I'm pregnant.
Yes. I saw that. That shit was funny as hell.
Wow.
I was like, why your ass at it?
In that instance, she was not wrong.
I mean, your ass shouldn't have been there. But you gotta get that money. So this fool had this quote. You see, during Jim Crow, the black family was together. During Jim Crow, more black people were not just conservative. Black people have always been conservative-minded, but more black people voted conservatively, the congressman said. Now, I will sit here and say there is some truth to that statement because, of course, the black family was together. Back then, if they went and did some other shit, they would have just got picked off one by one. So he's right there. Now, as far as the voting conservative part, I ain't got no answer to that. But like, why does he have to tap dance? What? Like, if you're gonna sit here and like Trump, that's fine. I ain't got no issues with that. But don't tell me about shit that happened when your ass either won't hear or you were a baby. Like, cause what do you know about Jim Crow, motherfucker? You're younger than me. I don't know shit about it. So like, you can read books, but let's be real. Like, you know, how do you know how life was back then? You don't. So why black people, because I'm going to say it, why black people always bring up questionable events in black history to prove their point? Like, because as far as I know and everything I've read, there is nothing positive about Jim Crow. Now, I could be 1% wrong, but the education I have on it tells me, nah, that shit won't cool. Yet this motherfucker right here basically telling the world, you know, Jim Crow won't that bad, you know. He might as well have said, we were just like it was on Good Times. I mean, that's what he should have just said. At least we would have had a reference to what it was like, so then everybody could be like, you know, Florida was the enemy in that shit, right? So you trying to say she was conservative? And she didn't want to get from the, you know, get out the projects? But that's a story for MoeB to talk about. You know, all I'm saying is, I would just rather motherfuckers just sit there and say, black people, you should vote for Trump because A, B, C. Don't bring up no old past shit that none of us were around for, so we can't refute your claims. But if you're going to bring up old shit, how black people are conservative, that's fine. How about stay away from shit like Jim Crow, though? Because, once again, all the education that I was talking about Jim Crow is that shit was not good. Now, I guess I could ask my parents. I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. I've never heard anything positive about Jim Crow until that motherfucker said that shit. And that shit didn't even sound right. So, I give it to you, gentlemen. What the fuck?
Well, number one, what he's talking about as far as, well, the only true thing he said, let's start there. The only true thing he said, absolutely, are black people are conservative-minded. Because if you break down what we think and how we act and all the things, we are conservative-minded. And actually, I dare say that about anybody, really. Mm-hmm. So that part is true. Let's set that aside. Because that can be divisive too, but that's still true. Where he's wrong about ideology is black people way back then when Jim Crow was in his infancy absolutely voted Republican. But what he's not telling you is, or maybe he doesn't even know to tell you, what he's not telling you is ideology has switched parties, where Republicans were our modern day Democrats. Mm-hmm. And Democrats were our modern day Republicans. Ideology has changed. I don't know what happened, but over the last 100 years or so, it has changed. And he's using, well, I'm going to presume that he knew. And he's just fabricating propaganda. And maybe that's giving him too much credit. However, the way he's put it would lead somebody to believe that doesn't know what I just said, that black people used to vote Republican. That's not true. So those things, that's never good, because you're trying to prove a point by lying or by just not telling the whole story. It's uninformed, and you know it. So that's already just, you know, kind of, there's a word for it, but it's bad.
Divisive?
It's not divisive. It's more than that. It's more evil than that to me. Because You know what you're doing, and you are weaving a type of web that leads people down the wrong path because they're uninformed. And so then they go out and say the same thing to someone else. That's not true. And so on and so on and so on. So for people like that, yeah, that's a special place in hell for people like that for me. Well, the bottom line is what Ruben just finished saying is there is nothing good about Jim Crow. Jim Crow exists because of Reconstruction. That was black people out here like with power, money, and some sort of equality. And after that, you know, that happened after the Civil War, and white folks were not trying to hear that. You're in the Senate of your state, or you're in the Senate federally, and you got to sit next to a nigga? Are you for real? Ain't nobody trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to do that now. So to give you context. But they certainly weren't trying to do it almost 200 years ago. Absolutely not. 140, no, they weren't trying to do that then. So, again, just like Senator Obama became President Obama, there's a black tax for that, and we're paying for it now. The same thing happened then. After the Civil War is over, Reconstruction happened. And again, black people out here in all levels of life, all of them. And there's a black tax for that, and they paid for it. And we're still paying for that too. So all this taxation when black people come up. So again, what he's saying is not true, not even close. And like Ruben said, aptly, how you gonna say something you never lived? And then how in the world does your brain help you come out on the good side of this? Because when I read anything about Jim Crow, I'm like, I don't know what I would have done. Now, I would presume that I would just dealt with it and moved on, but having to deal with that day to day creates damage that I don't even know I don't even know how to describe. Because at least I can sit on the front of the bus, and I'm just like, this is scratching the surface stuff right now. At least I can just sit on the front of the bus, or I have some level of, perceived security to think when I walk into the front door of a restaurant, I'm not going to get shot, or I won't get told to go around to the service entrance, or all the things. So black people, this is more than tap dancing to me. You out here being diabolical right now. I don't know what your motivations are, but you are the worst, man. Now, you black, and there are black people. There are levels to it, and there are different segments of our community, and I get that. You are certainly special as far as I'm concerned, but I'm never going to say you're not black, and you certainly have value, but you are extra special, sir, and you out here lying to people. And you're making them rethink what's important and what's true or not true. So now it's like you give them more ammunition. See, the black guy said it, so it must be true. Well, it's hard to defend that because the black guy did say it, and it kind of makes it true. Because all white folks need is one example to make their whole argument, even though they're missing 99% of it. All it takes is one, and you that one. That's more than tap dancing to me. Even though it is tap dancing, it just feels deeper than that. So that's what I think about that. And anybody like him, Ben Carson, whoever, Candace Owen, I don't care who it is, all of them are the same people to me. All of them are the same people. They out here strategically saying things, half-truths, double lies, and people that are uninformed, or at least won't take the time to look this stuff up to make sure, will go out and say other things, or maybe even change how they feel in their hearts because they feel a certain way about what they just heard, which is not true. So, again, you helping a cause that I'm never going to support. Now, am I going to sit here saying that all is well on the Democratic side? No. But what I am saying is this, like I've said on this show before, I am never, ever going to vote for a party that is going to tell me that they're going to kill me. You have already told me what you're going to do. So if I don't want to get killed, I got to vote for the other guy. I'm not saying voting for the other guy is going to be better, but what I am saying is I want credit for listening to someone telling me they're going to kill me and making a common sense decision not to be killed. And that's it. For me, that's exactly it for me with people like that.
MoeB?
I mean, I'll try to not be too long-winded on it. I don't want to necessarily address the Jim Crow comments, because my thing is when you make a statement without adding context to it, you're either being deceitful or you're ignorant. And either one means you probably shouldn't be in the position you're in right now, because I don't want somebody in his position who's deceitful, and I damn sure don't want somebody there who's ignorant. When you start talking about black families were better off, if by two-parent households and stuff like that you mean, sure. If you're going to say blacks were conservatives, I'm going to say everything about, just modern-day black people in hood politics, everything about black people for the most part is conservative. That is an actual fact. The reason that we don't vote for Republicans in general, though, is because, like, just because we're conservative doesn't mean we don't think y'all trying to get us. Because, hey, who the people that always say mind your fucking business? Black people. You know why? That's conservatism. We don't want government and state interference. That's a conservative principle. Black people share that. We don't want outside forces telling us what to do in our own house. We always say that. Now, the only thing they point to is all of the quote-unquote welfare and benefits that we get. Well, Ruben, you've always liked to point it out. Statistically, who in this country gets most of the welfare benefits?
White people.
One, they should, because they grossly outnumber us. But, yeah, most black people, we would love to not need that. But because of all the things that happened, as AG said, during Jim Crow, where they systematically destroyed black families, where they systematically created an environment of single-parent households for random reasons, will be it drugs. I mean, all types of things that happened throughout the course of American history have attributed to the lack of the conservative black family. That's not on purpose. It's not like black people were sitting around one day and you said, you know what we want? Whole bunch of single fucking mothers and a whole bunch of niggas without jobs and in prison. That works for us right now. That's what we're gonna do. So when you make a statement like that, you kind of got to stand on business. I wish he would. And once again, I try not to get into the Dr. Umar, I'm going to tell you who's black and who's not. Because just like AG said, hey, he's black. But what I do say, and I say it and I mean it because it's what I believe, like there's a lot of niggas out there tap dancing at white folk table hoping they get to sit there one day. Like, and that's what he's doing. He's just a tap dancing nigga in the hallway hoping that one day they're going to let him in the room. And they are going to let your ass in the room to serve them. And then they'll take your black ass to get out of here. Like, thanks for the help. Thanks for the help, sir. Now you can go back outside where your fucking black ass belongs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, I mean, look, there's always a Samuel L. Jackson character, nigga, in Django. And that's, you know, those people talk loudly. And white people love giving them a platform. They love that shit. Look, even them niggas get it. That's what they say. Even them niggas understand that they lesser than us. But yeah, man, like cooning happens, man. And I'm not gonna.
That's the
you are here for it.
No, I'm just saying, like cooning happens, and I'm not gonna sit here and like lose sleep over another cooning ass nigga. Like, and that's my opinion of him. He might think he the blackest dude down for the cause, and that's cool. I feel like I share a majority opinion where, nigga, you just a coon, and you just saying whatever these white folk tell you to do. And look, man. Like you say, AJ, you say no difference than Candace Owens and all them people. And I disagree, man, because I think Candace Owens is a really articulate and brilliant lady who's realized if I say enough of what these crackers want to hear, I can live a really good fucking life. I ain't got to believe everything I say. I don't have to put everything I say in the correct context, because a lot of things she says are irrefutable, because she's really good at actually applying logic and statistics to her bullshit arguments. But at the end of the day, I can't put her in the same, because she ain't really tap dance for white folk. She just realized that she ain't got to eat with the rest of these niggas. Like, hey, I ain't got to eat with y'all niggas. Like, they'll give me a guest room at the house. They might not let me eat at the table with them.
But isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, but some people don't look at it that way. Some people look at it like, hey, it's better than that shack y'all niggas outside in.
Yeah, because, outside.
Yeah, because some people value like prestige and money, man. That's what they do. And I try not to be judgmental. I don't know her plight. I don't know her situation. She might have been a broke bitch all her life, and now she's like, hey, if I say these things these white people like, I can be paid and eat good. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I like chicken neck too, but you know, this lobster and shrimp that I'm eating with these white folk, I eat. So, I mean...
kind of the same thing, though.
Yeah, I mean...
It is, one person's driving an Escalade and one person might not be. However, it's mechanically, it's the same thing.
Hey, once again, some people feel like, hey, man, if I'm going to be in hell, I'm going to be in a comfortable bed. You know what I'm saying? Like...
and I mean, and you're right, MoeB, because, like, honestly, the great, like when she starts talking about education, we together. We together on this education shit.
Man, she was at a conference and Killer Mike was there, and Killer Mike said one of the most poignant things after she talked and all these black people booed her. He was like, hold on, she ain't said nothing that most of these other black political pro-education people haven't said. We can't like boo the message just because we don't like the messenger. And that's how I feel about a lot of things she says. A lot of things you say are... See, the thing is, a lot of things she says, I'm like, you're putting it in a good context to fit your argument, but you're not saying anything that's factually incorrect, but you're doing it from a sincerity place that doesn't exist, because you ain't really sincere in what you're saying. You just figured out how you can manipulate the numbers and everything in your favor to make your point sound good and irrefutable. Yep. And, you know, men lie, women lie, numbers never lie, but I'd be goddamn if all three of them bitches can't be manipulated. Like, so that's what she does, and she does it really well.
Yeah. So I mean, from what I understand, this dude Donald's is trying to become vice president running mate, and I'm just like, and apparently he grew up in like Harlem, New York or something.
It don't matter where you grow up. It don't matter where you grow up.
Because like I said, everybody, I feel like, and this might not be true, but I've lived long enough to feel like every black person knows a Byron Donalds.
Absolutely.
At least one in your life at some point. And it could be a family member. You never know. But I feel like all of us in our lives, in our vacuum, knows at least one. So it doesn't matter where you come from, man. It just doesn't.
And black people, if you know one, this is my sincere message to you. Don't try to change their mind. Because you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. Just let them live their blissful, ignorant ass life the way they want to.
It's not illegal to coon.
Not at all.
It's just frowned upon.
What Harriet Tubman say? I freed thousands of slaves, and I could have freed thousands more if they just knew they were slaves.
All day.
Yeah, man.
All day, every day.
Yeah. So, I mean, the other killer was Reverend Al Sharpton was talking to him, and he was like, you know, why'd you say that? And he was like, I didn't say that. And I'm thinking to myself,
once
bitch,
again,
like
the Shaggy defense, man, wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Man, sometimes I wish I could use that song, man.
Wasn't me.
Use the clip. Wasn't me.
Give that dude a bag of Doritos,
hey,
man.
We got you on camera. Wasn't me.
Eddie Murphy all day.
I mean,
you was coming out of her house. I saw you. Hey, wasn't me.
I mean,
you gonna leave me or your lying ass eyes?
Exactly. I love what he says.
I mean, R. Kelly probably got R. Kelly got another 10, 15 years of freedom because of it.
Hey, man.
I mean, he was able to step in the name of love and everything. So, yeah, I guess it works for some people.
No, it works for more people than you think. If you just double down and hold firm to it wasn't me, you got a chance. You start getting got when you start flip flopping. You gotta just hold firm to that shit.
Gotcha. So, question of the day. I'm very interested in the answers to this question, boy. So, should your friends, not family, but your friends, like your best friends, whatever, should they have your wife's phone number so they have direct contact with your wife instead of having to go through you? And you can switch wife to girlfriend too if you want. But, you know, how y'all feel about that?
I'm gonna feel like in 2024 it's a bit unnecessary, because with social media and everything, look, if you want to get in contact with somebody, you can find a way to get in contact with somebody. You don't really need their phone number. But my thing is, like, if my friends have my wife's phone number, okay. I mean, I don't understand what's the problem.
Okay.
I feel like it's only a problem if it's like, hey man, why you calling my wife every Friday?
I mean, that's like the point. You know, I mean, we can.
But having access to the number makes sense.
So,
like Ruben, if me and you are out somewhere, or we supposed to be out somewhere, and she can't get in contact with me, and she calls you, I'm not mad at her for having your number. So if you're trying to get in contact with me for an emergency or something, and you can't get in contact with me, I wouldn't be mad at you for having her number. Like, that makes sense. And if you have friends or family in your immediate circle that you don't trust that much, where they can't have your spouse or significant other's number, then you need to not be in that friend or family's life. Y'all need to not be cool anymore. That's it. Y'all just shouldn't be cool. Like, if I got any boys that I'm just like, hey, I can't let this dude have my girlfriend or my wife's number because he might try to do some funny business, then we ain't in a good place anyway, and we shouldn't be kicking it like that ever. Ever.
Okay. You're not wrong.
He ain't wrong.
You're definitely not wrong.
Okay. Facts.
So I would say, you know, and I didn't think about it because you brought up a really good point with social media. Like, I've never really thought about it. But I guess this day and age, yeah, I don't know if you have to, but it all just depends on who you are, I guess. Like, so, yeah. AG, what do you think?
I understand the spirit of the question, and the spirit of the question is it's situational. Because I have a friend of mine at work. I have his wife's number, but the only reason that happened is because at one time she depended on me to give her information about a Christmas present package she wanted to put together. So that's what that was. However, I couldn't see me texting her all the time, out of pocket, whatever it is, without some problems. However, what MoeB said is, if my man thought I was like shady like that, and better yet, if he thought his now wife was a little weak, then we don't need to be friends.
Man, what the fuck we doing?
Exactly.
What are we even doing?
Because if I think you're gonna bone my wife, or if I think you're a predator like that, bro, before I gotta shoot you, I'm just gonna stop talking to you. So now the question doesn't even matter. But the biggest thing is it's not my man, it's the wife. So for me personally, I don't care who has her number, because I already know what's going down. She's gonna shut that down like lights. She's gonna be like, man, you must be tripping. Get up out of here. I'm married. Then she gonna come tell me, then I'm gonna have to do something about it. But then really she gonna be like, you ain't really gotta do nothing because I let that dude know. So I understand the salaciousness of the question, but really, if you have any self-awareness and you are aware of who your friends are, you already know. So that the question is kind of just, it just doesn't matter. Because like I said, either she's going to shut it down or I'm going to be smart enough to be like, yeah, no. I'll tell her. You tell me what you want her to know. I'll tell her. So, just saying. But really, if your girl is right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Because if somebody texted her like out of pocket, she'd be like, the first time she'd be like, hey, are you okay? Can I help you? It would end then. So, just saying. Because she don't play that. Because that is her, like, you can do anything you want to do. But what you're not going to do is put your hands on me, and you're not going to be out here running the street. Those two things, you get that right, I'll be here forever. Otherwise, keep it pushing. So, just saying.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw it on some stuff. I thought it was an interesting question. And then I thought about myself. And I was like, okay, how many phone numbers do I have of my friends' significant others? And as I thought and looked at my phone, one. And then I wondered why I have that number. And then I realized I got that number because she needed to communicate with me about something, and just is in my phone. So, like, yeah, like, I'm with you. Like, when it's all said and done, it comes down to who you running with. Because if you running with questionable people, like, you just shouldn't be running with questionable people. Like, that's what it comes down to. And if you can't trust, you know, I also think that, I don't know, I just feel like there should be reasons why you have numbers. Like for instance, I mean, Tico's wife's number. I don't have her number. Not even close. I've never asked for it. I've never had a reason to have it.
And see, that's funny because I thought you did.
Nah.
I did too, because I thought that's what he was kind of talking about when he was
I just would assume you did. But then again, I mean, I guess I get it. You've never really needed it. But I think if I look at my phone, I don't really have a ton of... Yeah, I think I got...
Well, I take
Terry's
that back.
wife's number.
I take that back. I do have a number with her name on it, but I don't know how it got there, and I don't know if it works because I don't ever remember ever calling it for anything. Like, I have no reason to call it, you know? Because if I need to get in touch with you, I'm just going to blow your phone up if I feel like I need to do all that. But normally I get on here, so I send a text. Now, if I don't hear in 24 hours, I'm kind of blowing your phone up a little more, but, you know.
Once again, I just feel like in the social media world where most people are on social media, like, if you really need to get in contact with somebody, it ain't really all that hard.
Yeah. Now, I have been communicated from significant others, friends, significant others, via social media. That has happened to me. But, I mean, once again, yeah. I mean, because I got, like, X number of Facebook friends, and it just so happens they're friend. But I'm not on Facebook enough to be dangerous. So, you know.
I mean, I just think it's a weird question to have to ask when somebody's married. Because my thing is, like, well, if you're married and y'all supposed to be friends, a family, and somebody got your spouse's number, so what? There's nothing unusual about that. Once again, now if it's frequently getting used for no damn reason, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. But as far as like just having the contact, what's the issue? Now, when you're in the dating world, and I know this is weird, and some people will completely disagree with me on this, but when all of our friends were not married, period, like the idea of any of my friends trying on the back end to do something with a female that I was talking to never even crossed my mind. And the idea of me even entertaining one of my friends' significant others never even crossed my mind. Like, you said AG would get shut down. It wouldn't even have to get shut down because it never would get brought up, because it was just so blatantly obvious that was a no-go. Like, it just, that's what we not gonna do here. Like, that's what we don't do. Like, in this circle here, that's what we don't do.
Well, and I mean, I think that means that you have good quality people in your circle. But I'm pretty sure there are people who don't.
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure there's some people who think they got some quality people in their circle, and they have been let down by that thought process. And here's the thing. Maybe on the back end, I don't know, I've been let down by it, but, you know, I didn't live this paranoid life in which I just assumed everybody was going to break my trust like that. If it would have happened, it would just happen, and I'd be like, all right, I can't mess with that person no more. But I wouldn't have went into it or trying to proactively prevent them from being able to do it because I was somehow paranoid that they had questionable character. Because if I had that thought process in my mind, we wouldn't be cool like that. So, like, all these rules that you know, it's modern day too, because there's so many points of contact now. But like these modern relationships have to put so many preemptive rules and conditions in there to try to keep people from doing shady stuff. And my thing is like, look, man, if you've got to put all these prerequisites in your friendship, then I mean, yeah, what man, I got that type of energy. I just don't have that type of energy.
And I think honestly, because I heard it, I was, me and Twitter, TikTok be hanging out. So of course, I ran, and was a young person who came with that question. I was just like, damn, man, y'all got problems like that? Y'all can't trust the person you ran with for like 10 years because on the back end, next thing you know, they're trying to holler at your significant other. Like, really?
Well, first of all, people have very conditional loyalty nowadays, the younger generation. And everybody's so emotionally fragile that we trying to prevent getting hurt on the front end. And that's not the way getting hurt works. Because if you're trying so hard not to get hurt on the front end, that means you're also not investing enough in that person for them to ever hurt you anyway, which means y'all don't really have any type of love between each other anyway. Like, I didn't go into it with all my friends assuming one of them might fuck me over, because it was like, then if I assume that, I'm never going to let you get close to me and we're never really going to be friends. Like, if you've been friends with somebody for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and y'all still surface level to the point where you feel like you have to protect your significant other from that friend. Like, I know some friends who were some absolute hoes too, but I still didn't think that they was gonna step out of line and try to talk to the girl I was talking to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's different. And back in the day, man, we didn't have, like, I will say, beefs back in the day weren't as final. Like, if somebody would have did that, I ain't saying I would have shot him or nothing, but I mean, it would have been a little bit more than a brouhaha. There would have been some fisticuffs thrown, and we would not have been cool anymore. But like, yeah, man, it's just a weird dynamic. Like, because I've heard, we work with a lot of young people, Ruben, and I hear all the toxic women. And the reason I say all the toxic women, because they're the only ones that are so willing to talk about their relationship to complete strangers. I'm pretty sure a lot of these young dudes I work with are just as toxic. They just shut the fuck up about it. But the women will be like, my man can't just be having no friends. And I'm like, can you define friends? And she was like, what do he need to be going out hanging out with his boys for? If he hanging out with his boys, that just means he trying. I'm like, look, lady, I promise you, sometimes he need to hang out with his boys just to be away from your ass. The end. The end. Like, yo, honestly, man, if women truly knew how much when we hanging out with our boys, that has nothing to do with us trying to pick up other women. Like, don't get me wrong. Has some people used that as a way to do it? I'm sure. But like, trust me, women, if you just hung out with us guys when we're having a rare guys night out, it is so much other fuckery going on other than us trying to talk to another woman. There's so many random jokes, stupid ass conversations, childish ass antics that are going on. That's what we need, because that's the only safe space for us to do that. We can't talk about the bitch jokes that we talk about when you're around. We need the comfort of men. What do they call it? Locker room talk? Locker room talk is healthy for men. You gotta have a little bit of it. I ain't saying womanizing, grabbing by the pussy conversation. That's something else. What I'm saying, we gotta have a safe space where we can call a young lady we don't know out of their name, not out of disrespect, but simply because we don't know their name and we don't feel like using the correct pronoun at that point in time.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
And I promise, we don't mean nothing disrespectful about it. It's just, we need that outlet. And in a world in 2024 where the world is telling men that being men is an evil thing, we got to have a space where we can just go, you know what? Can I be evil for a couple hours and just, say fuck these hoes for a second? And just can I talk about, the world is filled with pimps and hoes, but we're only talking about the ones that I know. Like, we need that. So a lot of this girl was like, I don't like when my man goes and hangs out. I'm like, look, then I don't know if that means you don't trust him or you don't trust his friends. And here's the thing, I get it. Young people make stupid decisions when they're young and there is a group of them. But that nigga can't be up under you all the time. He just can't. He can't be under you all the time. And you wouldn't want to be up under him all the time. And you can't go hang out together all the time. You just can't. I don't care how in tune or in locked you are. Like, I don't do nothing without my man. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
You at least go to the bathroom without him.
You don't let him know about the shit you do without him. But yes, you do.
But see, we're not allowed to talk about that part, though.
Yes, you do. Like, when y'all ladies get up from the table and y'all go to the bathroom, that's when y'all are saying all the niggas ain't shit and all that. Y'all get that bathroom break time. That's all us like, if we say, hey, man, we're going to go to the bar and kick it with our boys, that's what that's about. Now, are there going to be some young ladies there? Yeah. Are we going to look at them and notice them? Yeah. Are we there for that? Nah, not most of the time. Well, let me get that straight. Older me, definitely not. Ain't got time. Got enough problems at home, don't need to add any more.
Hey, can I add one more thing? Hey, women, it's okay to have friends. Lord knows.
No, Ruben, you said that statement all wrong. Hey, women, it is very necessary for you to have friends. Very necessary for you to have friends. Just like that guy you're with, it is very necessary for him to have friends. If you're with a guy that you say, he doesn't have any friends, he doesn't hang out, he's always with me, that motherfucker might be a serial killer.
Wow. He might be a serial killer.
And we ain't talking about Lucky Charms, bitches.
I'm just saying, hey, AG, what? Have you ever met any man who truly is like, yeah, I don't like going out and hang out with my friends, I'm just gonna stay at home?
Yeah, if you've had that life where you got a lot of friends, dude friends or whatever it is, or women friends or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you just don't hang out with them ever, there's something going on. There's
it's not a good look, man. It's not.
It's a problem.
Like, we actually get worried when we have a male friend that used to be with us all the time, and we're just like, hey, man, y'all seen that nigga lately? I ain't heard from him in months. Like, we get concerned.
Yeah. True story, man. True story.
I mean, we do check-in text. We literally do check-in text. I ain't talked to Ron in a minute. Ron will just randomly text me, hey, man, you good?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all the people in my life I talk to on a regular basis, or but yeah, man, it's somebody I know I ain't heard from in a long time, and I'm not used to hearing from them for a long time. It's like, you good or something? But if you just like cut your entire world off, yeah, that's a problem.
But I'm finding that there are a lot of young ladies, and these are the toxic women that, Ruben, I'm sure you've talked to some of them in your locations too.
Yeah.
They basically like, nah, I don't do nothing without my man. I'm just like, yo, that's you putting too much pressure. You putting too much pressure on that dude, man. He can't be everything.
Well, yeah, you're right. But it's still up to them to. It's like, once they start understanding things, then it's okay for you to have friends. But they're certainly gonna be like, why you all up under me when I'm trying to be alone? It's like, well, wait a minute. How come I can't be alone?
now, I understand when a lady is like, hey, my man shouldn't be out here making a whole bunch of new female friends. Fair enough. But if you feel like that dude shouldn't be allowed to talk to anybody of the opposite sex, like that is weird. No, because women get like, you see all these skits, and I'm like, there's a lot of truth in that skit. Like, a man will be walking by with his significant other, and another lady will drop something, and he helps her pick it up. Oh, you help him pick up bitch's shit now? It's like, yo.
But you know what though? What I've noticed is it's always the same type of woman that's bringing this stuff up. that has to be considered also. It's not, I don't think it's all women. Like, my wife would never say that. But that she's a certain type of woman. A lot of these women are kind of the same chick, man.
Yeah. I mean, they're a little bit insecure and a lot toxic. But, you know,
well, insecurity and toxic can kind of go hand in hand. And I think with so much communication as far as like social media and phone, like we've bred insecurity in people that exists because of our ability to communicate. Because, you know, back in the 90s, and any lady who's not old enough to remember engaging with opposite sex in the 90s because you're too young, I'm telling you, it was a magical place. Because, you know, I could be talking to a young lady, and when I left my house, she couldn't get in contact with me until my ass got back home. Because we didn't have social media and a cell phone attached to my head. We might have had a page if you was big balling it, but then even then you could leave me a message, and I still had to call you back at my earliest convenience. And vice versa. He couldn't just get in contact with you. If you was out doing something, you know, he could leave you a message. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could make some plans early, be like, hey, where you going today? You can try to give them your daily agenda so they'd have an idea. But like this constant ability to reach out and grab your significant other's location and what you're doing and who you're with, like that didn't exist.
Yeah, you could track people like the CIA, man, for real. It's so easy.
That stuff didn't exist back then. And magically, I feel like people were happier. I feel like people were happier when you didn't have that constant communication with the person. You know, it's one of those things where I say, look, I can't talk to you all the time because we have nothing left to talk about, because we don't get to experience. You know, there was once upon a time where I could come home and you might say, how was your day? And I could tell you how my day went. You know why? Because we hadn't been fucking texting all day, so you would know what happened. Because by the time that dude gets home and you go, how was your day? Bitch, we've been texting for the last 8 hours. You know everything that's happened.
Oh, God.
Hey, Ruben, you think you feel some type of way about that?
Yeah. All I'm saying is...
I'm just saying, AG, where's the lie? If I'm lying, please
facts.
let me know.
They are all facts.
No, it is all fact. Nah, man, like, I'll never forget the first time, because I was never a texter. I like to talk to people, you know, and the job at my time was talking to people. So when I started, you know, talking to this young lady, it was like, well, you can text me when you want. I'll pick up the phone and call you. Like, I didn't text. I wasn't a text person. And then, of course, because of that, I hate text because mostly because I'm old. I'm super old school. But the other thing is, pet peeve, bro. I just finished talking to you, or I just finished texting you. And then, you know what? I don't want to text anymore because my fingers fucking hurt. I call you and you don't pick up the phone. What are we doing? Like, what is that?
No, see, Ruben, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put it out here, and I'm telling myself a little bit, and it's fine because I will down this hill. I will down this hill. The way text communication is supposed to work. I text people when I don't want to talk, and I call people when I want to talk. So if I'm texting you, it's because I need an answer, a response, or I'm checking a fucking box. Come say something. Sometimes you're checking a box. Hey, I got here. Hey, on my way.
I mean, and I understand.
We still good for later on.
But like, don't send me text messages all caps and shit. Because I mean. Yeah, because you're screaming. It's like, first of all, that's not screaming. That's just using all caps, motherfucker. Like, why don't you just go ahead and just call me? And if you want to yell, then I have the opportunity to hang up. If I don't want to deal with it. But then to finish texting me and then for me to call you and you send me the voicemail?
Well, see, here's the thing. That might happen with me because if I'm texting you and then you call me. No, I'm just saying. I'm just a generality. I'm just saying if I'm texting you and you call me, I might not pick up because I might not be in a place where I can talk.
Correct.
But I'm texting you because I have a friend. I have a friend who she is very old school, and she's no. That's not true. She's not very old school. She's old school with me because she doesn't want to text me. She wants to talk to me. Like, she wants to talk to me about whatever's bothering her, whatever she's going through at the time. And sometimes I want to text her because I don't necessarily have the stamina or emotional availability to listen to her shit. And I don't call it shit as if it doesn't have value, but like, hey, sometimes I'm at work and I can't necessarily respond to your daily dose of drama for the day verbally. But you can text me about it and I can give you the whole, what? Nah, that shit crazy.
That bitch crazy.
But I've had to learn that, look, man, that's just the way she communicates. We communicate differently. And then sometimes I just got to bite the bullet and I'll be like, all right, when I got some time, let me call, make sure Jay all right. And she usually is, but, different. Texting is supposed to be in personal conversation. That's what it's for.
Yes.
That's what it's for. But a lot of people, these modern relationships, these young people in their 20s that only text each other.
Yeah.
First of all, if you are starting to date somebody, and if young people, if you're like under 25 and you're starting to date somebody, you met them on some random social media site where you had to swipe in a certain way, or somebody slid in your DMs, cool, I get it, that's how you met, that's the point of contact. But if you're still 1 to 2 weeks in dating with somebody and y'all never fucking talk on the phone, what the fuck y'all doing? What the fuck y'all doing, man? Like, at some point in time, you gotta be on the phone and just be like, hey, what's up?
Catfish, baby. Catfish. That's all they get caught. That's all they always get caught.
I'm sorry, we've been rambling about this for way too long, and I apologize.
Nah, it's I helped out. So, but yeah, it was an interesting question. I figured I'd bring it to the crew and see what it said. But we have a brand new segment.
Oh man, we still doing that?
Yes.
We've been
I've been waiting all week for this.
Hell yeah. So we have a new segment, ladies and gentlemen, from MoeB. And it is called Why I Don't F With You. The floor is yours, MoeB. I'm ready to hear about why you don't F with something.
Look, man, Ruben, we have pegged you as the resident hater of the podcast, and through some, self-evaluation, I realized that, no, man, I got a lot of hater in me too. The only difference is I tend to try to justify my hate with like a logical reason for why I hate. So I was just like, look, man, there's a lot of people that I proactively don't F with. And I just feel the need to always explain why I don't F with them. But I don't want to necessarily sound like I'm just hating on them because they're either successful or they doing it big. Because that's not the reason. I ain't got that type of genetics. If somebody's out here winning, I don't care. You just saw me talk about Candace Owens where I'm just like, hey, don't put her in that category because I don't really, I don't F for her. But like, I'm not like fuck her either. Like, I'm just like, hey, I see what she doing. I see what she doing over there. I ain't got to agree with it, but, go live your life. But, so I guess when I do this segment, I just got to explain to people why I don't F with this person. And I first of all want to start by saying I'm not Dr. Umar John. I'm not going to be up here trying to tell black people what they have to do to have a respectable amount of blackness for me to accept them. I'm not doing that shit. But I am going to be saying why I don't F with a particular successful black person. And I just want everybody to know there's no hate. There's no hate involved. I have a reason I don't F with this person, and I think I can reasonably articulate it. So
you say he thinks.
Yeah, I think I can reasonably articulate it. Now, I might do it, and you might still be like, nah, nigga, you just a hater. But like in my mind, I feel like I can still reasonably articulate why I don't F with this person. So earlier this week, somebody that I don't F with did some old fuckery. Like just some typical old fuckery. Like I wasn't shocked by it. It didn't, I was like, oh, I can't believe that nigga would do something like that. It was like, no, he did exactly what I thought that nigga would do, and that's why I don't F with him. So your boy Stephen A. Smith, I don't F with that dude. And let me tell you why. So I don't know if any of y'all kept up with it, but Monica McNutt was on First Take with him. First of all, Monica McNutt, big shout out to her. Love hearing her. Like she has a very good grasp on just basketball in general. Of course, she's talking about WNBA stuff a lot. She's been an advocate for women's basketball ever since she stopped playing for Georgetown. Now, I'm not one of these people that pretend to be like a diehard WNBA fan, like I've been riding that cape forever. I'm not. I'm a girl dad who just recently got into women's college basketball a few years ago, and I try to only talk about shit that I know about. Hence, like when y'all talked about the NCAA tournament earlier this year, and you was like, did you do a men's bracket? Why? I haven't fucking watched any men's basketball. I have no opinion of it. I had watched a lot of women's basketball, thus I had an opinion of it. But Monica McNutt and Stephen A. were going back and forth, and Stephen A. did the typical, I gotta boast my ego and how great I am. So he goes, who talks about women's sports more than First Take? And Monica McNutt, to her credit, and it's why I fuck with her and I don't F with him, she said, respectfully, Stephen A. Now, first of all, when a motherfucker say respectfully,
yeah.
She about to hit you with it. And she did. And she said, respectfully, Stephen A., what as big as your platform is, we could have been talking about stuff like this 3 years ago. So he did what every nigga who's clearly lost the argument does. He said, wow. Because he had no real response for it. Like, look, I have been that nigga who got insulted and I had no comeback. And I guarantee in my head I was thinking, wow, that's what you think of me? That's what you think of me?
Why I gotta be about you?
But once again, I didn't say the wow out loud. He did it out loud because he can't control it. So if that's where it would have left, I'd have been like, hey, Stephen A. Smith, she hit you with a jab. You had no response to it. Cool. Nah, not this bitch ass motherfucker. He doubles down. 2 hours later, he's on his podcast, and then he goes, Monica McNutt, this is why I think that was bullshit. And then he basically goes, you wouldn't know Monica McNutt if it wasn't for me.
Wow, really?
Jesus.
You can look it up. He said, you know why you know who Monica McNutt is? She on First Take a lot. And then she started naming all the other women in broadcast. They on First Take.
Really?
And I'm just like, so nigga, your ego was so hurt by somebody just hitting you with a point in which you could have responded with a reasonable statement, which is like, hey, WNBA won't really popping 3 years ago, and my cooning ass is all about ratings. and I would have respected that. Maybe it's unfair for me to call Stephen A. Smith a coon. I just think if he ain't a coon, he's very coon adjacent. He's like right there. Because I just listened to the vitriol in which he used to talk about black people, and then I watch all the dick sucking he does about like Aaron Rodgers and his white brethren. So it's just like, hey man, it is. I mean, you might be a coon. Like he might not know, and that's the thing. He might not, because he does talk about HBCUs and all that. So he might have really convinced himself that he don't have coon tendencies. And that's what it is. He might not be a coon. He might just be a squirrely ass nigga with like a bandana on. So sometimes he looks like a small coon. He might not actually be one, but
what color is the bandana? Yellow? I mean, that's
so. But I don't F with somebody whose ego is so big that you can't just come and say, hey, I understand her point. This is why we didn't do it before, but I understand her point. I felt a little upset because I feel like we've been on the cutting edge of women issues, even though, man, Stephen A. said a whole bunch of trouble and shit when it comes to women, period. Like the whole Ray Rice situation, he pretty much was like, it's up to us to let these women know not to provoke altercations. He actually said that on air. He's been on the wrong side of this shit a lot, which I'm not mad at him. If you're on TV all the time, talking all the time, you're going to say some shit that's just out of pocket. If niggas could hear what I say all the time, oh man, they'd have a whole litany of shit thrown in my face, and I understand that. But if somebody pointed out some fucked up shit I said, I wouldn't be like, but hey, you wouldn't even know about these things if it wasn't. I'd just be like, hey, I got it wrong. But he can't say that, so he's on the attack on Monica McNutt. Now you know what his co-host Shannon Sharp did? That nigga's smart. That same day, he invited her on the podcast with him and Shannon Sharp, and they addressed the shit, and they talked like respectable people. And Monica McNutt was like, hey, even when I talked to Stephen A., after I made that statement and we talked, I realized there was reasons that, maybe he didn't talk about the WNBA. But, I mean, she still was like, but he still was proving my point. Like, you can't swoop in on the back end when it's hot and act like you leading the charge. You just can't. Like, even if you do talk about women's issues more than anybody else, man, that bar is so fucking low.
Especially now.
I mean, that's like saying I dunked on a midget, like, or a little person. Like, I still dunked on them, but I mean, should I really be getting credit for that?
Dunked on a midget.
I'm just saying, should I really be like, I posterized that 3-foot motherfucker? It's like, sometimes, man, I have to tell my daughter that, I've told y'all the stories when I talk about care. Sometimes, man, you just gotta learn how to take an L, man. It's okay to take an L sometimes. Like, it's human to take an L sometimes. You look like an asshole when you're unwilling to take an L, and you double down on that L. So yeah, Stephen A. Smith, that's why I don't fuck with you, man, because you give a lot of little dick energy live on air. A lot of it.
I can't believe you said that on the podcast about all that.
Man, you can Google that shit right now, man.
No, I believe you.
Just a couple hours later, Monica McNutt. You know why you know her? She on First Take a lot. And he looking at the camera like he's saying some revelationary shit. Like, yo, you are acting as if you're the Harriet Tubman of women's sports analysts. Like, you freed all these chicks because of you and your hairline that start up here. All of these women now can speak to us about sports.
Well, can we talk about the fact that he looked like Grimace the other day?
Can we just talk about the fact that in the same day, the two biggest personalities on ESPN said some dumbass shit, all because of Caitlin Clark?
Who was the other person? Oh, McAfee?
Yeah.
How do you even say that, man? How?
He said, how you say this white bitch? Like
for real?
Once again, here's the thing. Just like I expressed earlier, sometimes guys need to be in a safe space in which you can call. But unfortunately, he's doing that shit live on the air.
But he thinks he's in a safe space doing it. He thinks he can say that. He cannot.
Because he's got the complexion for protection. ESPN then paid him a lot of money. And he's essentially, and Ruben's going to hate when I say that, he's essentially the Donald Trump of ESPN. The nigga can't do enough wrong for the people that really ride with him to ever go against him. I mean, the motherfucker almost said nigga live on air when the naysayers skit. Like, he almost said nigga on the air, and nobody had a problem. In fact, us three black dudes were laughing our motherfucking ass off because we were all thinking the same thing he was.
I mean, you
let a naysayer know. Whoa. I mean, that's not where I thought that was going.
Yeah. And Desmond Howard lost all of it.
As any black person.
Oh my God.
Any black person in that same position would have done as well.
He was off the reservation. He was laughing. And that was Reese who said that shit. And that's why it was hilarious. Because Reese set that shit up perfectly.
That's because Reese has been around enough naysayers to know how to set that shit up. Reese done been around enough naysayers to know how to set that up. He even said it, like, because he didn't say his shirt that stands for Let a Naysayer. No, he's like, Let a Nay, and he leaned into that motherfucker.
That joint was awesome. That joint was so awesome.
But man, I don't mean to get off on Pat McAfee because, like, I don't F with that dude, but we ain't talking about him. It's Stephen A. Smith. That's why I don't F with you. That's like, when anybody asks why I can't watch First Take, I typically never can watch First Take because he's on it. And it used to be because Skip was on it, and I really don't F with that dude. But in matter of fact, Skip Bayless was the end of me liking Stephen A. Because at one point in time, Stephen A. was comical to me. Like, that, at least that's what he was comical to me. He talked about basketball stuff. But when he just did a show with Skip, and he let Skip say half the shit he did, and he pandered and anytime somebody would insult Skip, as they should have, he would get on his cape crusader routine to try to save Skip Bayless. I was just like, man, you one of them tap dance niggas at the table. As long as ESPN give you enough money, you will tap dance. And I love what he says, and I ain't backing down from nobody. That ain't white. That's what he should have said. And that's what he should have said. And every time he said, I ain't backing down from no one. That ain't white. If you black, you brown, you got a vagina, I ain't backing down from you. But if you white with prestige, you a bad man. And I'm going to leave it alone.
Wow.
Is he wrong?
That's how this segment's going to be.
Hey, you already know, man. Come on now. You knew this was coming. As soon as he said he had a segment and that was the title, I was like,
I didn't expect the Stephen A. there.
Come on, Christ. Man. He's talked about this before.
Yeah, but he's taking his time with this one, which is appreciative. Nah, man.
Taking my time, bro. That was all off the hip. You know, if I don't F with you, I don't need to keep notes. I know why I don't F with you.
He said I don't need to keep notes.
Oh man.
But is that it? That's your segment?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, see? Awesome. Thank you, sir. Another exciting new segment.
Too bad we can't play the Big Sean I don't F with you part right there, because that's
I don't exactly. F with you. Bro. That fist fight movie, when that little girl sung that song on stage, might be the weakest shit ever for me. Cause y'all know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
You don't, AG?
I don't.
And Dad was...
Bro,
when the dad rolled up on was it superintendent or something and walked him off the stage when his daughter was graduating?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look up.
Dad was performing.
Look up fist fight. Put in fist fight. Big Sean.
Okay.
That's all you gotta put in. It's like 3 minutes long. It's funny as shit, bro. Funny as shit. What's on your mind, AG?
What's on my mind is no internet. No internet will. It's like COVID. It will expose everything about your relationship. If you hate your spouse or partner, whoever, social media, internet service, television, or whatever will hide a multitude of sins.
You ain't got no books, dog?
I ain't trying to read.
I wish
ain't nobody trying to read.
F that reading shit.
But even then, that's a buffer. So if I was a big reader, I could have read a book all day, but what I didn't have to do was look at my wife or interact with her at all. Because it will expose everything that's bad about our relationship. Now, what I found out today was I love hanging out with my best friend, which she is. So it was cool. It was irritating because we really had a whole afternoon of stuff we wanted to see. But if I had to hang out with her all day, I'm still winning. But I promise you, I didn't really understand it when COVID was happening. But today, with no internet, bro, You will find out some things about yourself.
It was hot as hell outside.
Yeah, because it was actually a pretty nice day still, but it was still a little hot. We didn't really have any place to go, so we're just chilling out in the house or whatever it was. It was just like, I looked at her one time and I was like, girl, if I ain't like you, we'd be in a fight right now.
Dang.
So again, like I said, man, I just noticed how much things cover fundamental flaws in relationships. But anyway, so y'all watch out for yourselves.
Watch out for yourselves.
I'm just saying, man. Stuff will tell you stuff, man. Gotta listen. So if you ain't married, you just dating this woman and y'all end up in a place where you have to be with each other and just really be in the moment and you can't stand it, yeah, you might want to stop calling her.
If you can't be in silence with the person you're with for a little bit of time, y'all got problems.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Exactly.
Y'all got problems.
So
Awesome.
That's what's on my mind.
Thank you, AG. MoeB, what's on your mind?
Man, we on similar wavelengths, but I'm a not try to one up you. This is really what was on my mind. So you didn't just bring it up, AG. But like, I have reached the point in my journey on marriage where now I can't even look at my wife and smile without her assuming I did something wrong or something's going on.
Dang.
Like this morning, I came downstairs. I was in a great mood. I got on the couch. I was looking all sexy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I sit on the couch, and I just looked at her and smiled because I was like generally just like in a great mood. She said, "What you looking at?" "Looking at you." "Why are you looking at me like that?" "I'm smiling." "Why are you smiling at me?" "Because I'm in a good mood." Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I can't say I don't go through that too, sir.
I want some. That's what I'm doing.
That's not necessarily what his goal was. He just having a
good mood.
He's in a good mood. That's all. He ain't got to see. That's the thing. He ain't got to want nothing to be in a good mood. Maybe he's in a good
here's
mood.
The thing. I've been in such a shitty mood in many ways lately that like I just woke up and I was just like, hey man, I'm in a good mood today. Look to the side, nobody was in the bed, so I'm like, cool, must be downstairs. I go downstairs, cool. You know, she wasn't in my bathrobe, so I wasn't winning. You know what I'm saying? She had her own robe on, so I'm like, oh shit, we in there. She in her own robe.
Did you smack on the butt?
I didn't get a chance to because I was too busy fucking smiling and you know. Fuck you
So wait a minute, when you're smiling, you forget to smack her on the butt? I don't forget those things.
I'm just saying, like, as soon as I started smiling.
I do not.
No, but AJ, as soon as I started smiling, it was like, fuck you. I felt like I was back in Portsmouth back in the day trying to holler at a girl when I was 16. Nigga, what the fuck you looking at me so, like, you like me for? Why you smiling and shit? Like, god damn, bitch, I think you look good. I just...
Wait a minute. When you were in Portsmouth then, didn't they say you was gay?
I mean, nah, they said if you approach somebody like real respectful, like and say, I think you're an attractive young lady, you know what I'm saying? Can I get your phone number so we can talk? That was grounds for somebody to think your ass was gay. That was like, nigga, your ass sounds gay as fuck. Nigga, yo, ain't nobody trying to holler at your old soft, light-skinned ass. And I was like, hold on, bitch. Like, I'm dark. Like, don't be disrespected in how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I identify as dark skinned. You are not about to pale me out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you did there.
Not about to pale me out. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Goddamn.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? All I wanted to do was like smile and be in a good mood. And it was like, you know, I've officially reached the age where like I got to be up to something now. I better not randomly come home with no flowers or some shit. Like shit.
Are you out there cheating now?
Yeah, we got some real fucking issues now. Fuck you being all nice for.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you do?
What's her name? What's her name?
I think it might be past the what's her name. It might be like, how far along is she?
Wow.
I'd be like, god damn, man, I just wanted to.
Where'd you meet this
have
heifer? Where'd you meet this number?
I just wanted to smile a little bit, man. I was just in a good mood,
See,
man.
that's what happens, man. You messed up, man. You should have went down, smiled, but before she had a chance to do anything, you should have went and smacked her on the butt.
You're right. It was my soft ass. See what it was? At one point in time in my life, I identified as light skin. And what happened is, as I was going down the stairs this morning, apparently I had old light skin feelings come back up. So when I saw her, I was too busy smiling, being in a good mood, and it fucked me up. That's why I don't identify. Yeah. That's why I don't fuck with the light skinned people no more, man. It's self hate, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to get rid of my own self hate.
Hold on.
I needed to just be like, I needed to fully embrace my dark skin. And I should have walked downstairs and been like, why the fuck you ain't made no breakfast yet? Like, what the fuck going on? But I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have worked either. And I'm pretty sure my day wouldn't have went nearly as well as it did had I come downstairs and said some old stupid shit like that.
See, that's why you should have came down, smacked her on the ass, kissed her on the cheek. What's up, girl?
I don't know about the kiss on the cheek because, like,
is that soft?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Oh,
like,
bitch, yeah.
I should have just went full in. Like,
you should have grabbed her ass.
I don't know, man. I gotta do better. Do better.
Because I feel like that is one way that women know you like them if you smack them on the ass.
I mean,
they never come out and say, I like that shit.
But they're looking at you funny if you don't do it.
Exactly.
See, AG, I've reached a point where I get the funny looks no matter what I do. Cause we have reached a point where if I do that, she'd be like, this ain't free. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I should have been paid for it by now. Like, what the fuck is this, a mortgage? You got a 30-year mortgage on this shit now?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
I thought we at least did the 15-year fixed mortgage, which I should be right up on right now. I should have the deed to that ass by now. Like, that's
your problem, right? Like, that's your problem. You should have went up. You want to ask for permission. Nah, man, you can't ask for permission. You gotta go slap it. And if she says something negative, then all right, whatever. But not like, I'm gonna be real. Like, any girl I've ever been with, it got to, if we were in a relationship, yeah, man, you get to smack on the ass, especially in the morning. You know, what's on?
I tell a good game all the time, and she be like, "No, we ain't playing no good game." I be like, you know what I'm saying? Good game.
You just got to smack it, bro. You just don't say nothing. Just smack it. Let her look at you funny.
I'm just saying, I want to let her know that it was a good game.
That's why you smack on the ass and keep it pushing.
But you gotta say good game.
No, you don't. You really don't. Because dudes say good games to other dudes, because if not, that's a completely different situation.
First of all, I ain't never smacked a dude on the ass after any game. So I don't, like, that's just never happened. So if I'm smacking you on the ass already, that means you have a vagina. Point blank, period. You have a vagina.
I've never smacked a girlfriend I was dating on the ass, said good game. I just smacked it and kept it pushing. You gotta do the drive-by sometimes, man. Drive-by slap.
See,
AG know what that is.
I ain't trying to drive by. I'm trying to let you know I'm right here. Right here.
Yeah, but sometimes you ain't got the time. You just got to go smack and keep it pushing. Let them look back and, you know, and they can get the fake mad.
See, the problem is I got nerve damage in my right hand, right? So I don't feel. So I gotta go with the left hand.
What are we doing right now?
I'm kind of awkward left hand. You know what I'm saying? I got an awkward left hand smack. I'm just saying.
You're talking bullshit. That's what we doing, AG.
Is that what we're doing? Okay, that makes a lot of sense right now, because I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah, because look, AG, for one time, like, I'm right on this one.
You are. Absolutely.
I never stated you were wrong. I simply stated what I did. Never stated you were wrong.
He said what he did was soft. He didn't say that you were wrong. That is very true.
Yeah.
He was being a little light-skinned this morning. That's why he got questioned.
That's what I said. I fucked up.
Why we fuck with all light-skinned people?
Because he identifies as dark-skinned.
So, but I'm light-skinned. I don't do that.
Well, you're not married either, so...
That's not the point.
Kind of is.
Kind of is.
Nope, I refuse. But, okay. Is that all, MoeB? That you thinking about?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to get Dr. Umar on the show. I would love that.
I don't want to be.
I would love.
You'll be on the
that.
show by yourself, sir.
You paying for it?
I would love that.
If
Actually,
if
you paid for it, he wouldn't show up because that's who he is apparently.
I mean, fuck that guy.
We should ask him. Can we interview him at the opening of his school?
We'll never get the interview.
I mean, no, he has an official launch date of like this September, but
yeah, whatever. Too bad you went to a parking lot.
We should be on site. But he blamed black folk for it because he said black folk weren't willing to donate their time and money to it.
But they already did by the tune of $1 million.
He said, this is a while ago, he said it needed like 300,000.
Oh.
He said the only reason it ain't happening is because black folk don't support education. He said if we were Hispanic or Asian, this would have been done years ago.
Reason number 2, why I don't F with that guy. All right, cool.
And I think he wanted to call one wing of his school like Frederick Douglass, although he said that Frederick Douglass can't be forgiven for marrying a white woman towards the end of his life. Hey, these are his words, man. I ain't making this shit up. But he tries to give him a slight pass because he was married to a black woman for years before she passed away, but he still can't 100% absolve him since he married a white woman at the end of his life.
And this is why he'll never be on the show.
But he doesn't get mad at the kids of offspring interracial relationships because if you come from any part of black, you're African. So my thing is, I would challenge Dr. Umar. Look, maybe AG and people like him who marry white women, maybe they love black people so much they trying to procreate with white women so they can create a whole world of Africans. Since he says if you have a drop of black in you, African. Maybe these black guys love black so much they trying to turn the world black.
Is that what I'm doing?
Trying to turn the world black. Dog, if you would have impregnated her, you'd be turning the world black one snow bunny at a time. And I'm just saying, it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village. We gotta stop this snow bunny epidemic one white vagina at a time. One white vagina at a time. Like, look, he says he's Pan-African and, he's for black. You should be all about this. We are out here creating numbers for us black. Creating blackness.
I got nothing.
One nut at a time. One nut at a time.
I got something. Fuck that guy. Straight up.
I mean, look, I don't really care about your sexual preference, but like,
nah. Hell no. All I'm saying is, AG gonna be fighting when he calls this wife a snow bunny, and then we ain't got time for that. We just don't got time for that. We just don't.
Well, I'm not mad at the snow bunny. That part's true, but I'm just the rest of it's kind of like
yeah. Fuck that guy.
I just want to know who gave him the authority on blackness. That's really the question I want to get answered. Like, look, man, I don't really care about your beliefs or anything. I just want to know, when did you become?
I mean, haven't you seen him? He's double charcoal.
Like, when did you become the representative for all things black? Like,
he's double charcoal. He.
When did that black vote go out? And why wasn't I given any notification of that election? Because
man, he's got double the melanin than I do.
But see, no, man, it ain't about melanin, man, because a lot of my dark-skinned brothers don't perceive themselves to be the god of all things blackness like him. So that's him. Like, and if we're gonna go based and say your pigmentation represents your higher standing with blackness, then first of all, I believe we got some friends that should be far higher on the evolutionary chain of black authority than this guy.
Why are we talking about Ron?
See, you brought up a name. I said we got friends. I made a plural, and you singular that
thing. Man, come on,
AG,
man.
don't say y'all because I gave a plural, and this man singular. He made it singular because I said friends.
We need to get Ron on the show, man. He need to be here to defend himself, man.
Why?
I mean, he's right on.
He's on the screen.
You know what? That's so. I'm done. I can't with y'all. That is so foul. That is so foul.
All you gotta do is blink and scare the piss out of everybody.
You know what? So,
hey, stop that. I told you that story in confidence, okay? I told you that story in confidence. He did scare the shit out of me one time inside. That is not an exaggeration.
I will never forget that. I remember not being able to see for a minute. That was so funny.
Oh my God.
I thought I told y'all that. I thought I told y'all on the internet that story in confidence.
No, you said that on the show, sir.
In confidence. Us and the 6 people who listen to the show. Tight circle, AG. Tight circle.
It had been literally thousands of people who listened to this, man. I'm telling you, it was not private.
Kaviako, yes.
No. He's not black. We don't have to say things twice to increase the amount of black it is. Like, we got a friend that is just black, period. Just black, period.
Blacker than my shirt.
No. Just black, period. That's it. Devoid of light. That's it.
Yo, one day, Ron.
And we've got multiple friends that are dark skinned like that.
Do.
I mean, because, not everybody can be as dark as me, but there are some guys who have managed to be a little bit. Like Terry's pretty dark.
I mean,
Ike Love's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Like, Ruben, you the only light skinned dude in the crew.
You know what?
You and Dude got the only light skinned people in the crew. And at least Dude got locks. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he down.
Hey man, I got a bald head.
We're gonna have to give you like some bamboo African medallion to put around your neck or something, so Dr. Umar doesn't think you're not black enough. You Pan-African. You gotta be Pan-African, man.
Push come to shove, man. I'll just go to the hairstyles that Shamar wore with you.
Bruh, don't ever do that to yourself. And first of all, if that hairstylist who did that is still employed, then I no longer believe in affirmative action.
Affirmative action on a black movie?
I'm just saying, like, because
the hairstylist was white.
that hairstylist could not have been qualified, so I gotta assume.
Oh, I guess it's Ron Black, whole black.
I mean, like I said, devoid of light, that would be the definition of that.
Oh my God. So, what's on my mind? I don't remember. I had something that I don't remember.
All right, people. Great show.
Yeah.
Talk to y'all later.
this guy here. But with that being said, oh, how are the feet? The feet are getting better. Had a doctor's appointment on Thursday.
AG.
Drinking.
Yes.
Over under. With that being said, over under 4.
I'm gonna take the over on that.
Okay.
For what?
No, go ahead, Ruben. Continue.
For what?
How are the feet?
They're good. They're getting better. I can't wait to be done. So they're just healing. It's just gonna take some time.
Yeah, that healing process on the feet is annoying. I can say with experience that shit is annoying.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing all right. But thank you, Welcome Cowboy. So with that being said, thank you for listening to a brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning. Once again, we're here every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until we get done.
Until we get done.
He says it every week, right? You know that.
We be here. Yeah, we be here.
Because if I give it time to it, it's just not fair anymore. Even though there are other people who would like us to have a much shorter time. But no, hey, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell someone about us. Once again, we are here Sundays, Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, and my Facebook page. If you're a friend of mine. If not, Kick Rocks is okay. But YouTube's probably one of the best places, the easiest place to catch us. Hey, the podcast will be out sometime this weekend. So if you weren't here, always listen to it. Every once in a while, AG does throw some little nuggets in there at the end. So,
I did last week. That was good.
It was.
Oh, you did last week? Because I ain't got to it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like and subscribe, always. And hey, thank you for being here. Once again, thank you, MoeB. Thank you, AG. Hey, it's been another week. Let's do this again next week. So, of course, we will see you then. And as we always do, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, MoeB 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.